Hey everyone, it's me Laura from the Papered Soul. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have my design team project for Artymaze completed using her beautiful birds kit, and made two of them. And so this was a lot of fun, and I just wanted to share them with you. So let's just take a peek at one. Both of them are really similar. I've obviously got two different colors here. These are sweet sized, that's what I call them. This is 6 inches by 4.5. It is a leather-like cover. I did it in blue, actually. From the stain, Distress Stain is what I used, and it was the Blue Jean by Tim Holtz. And so it was neat to do a different color. And then I've done my sewing all around. And on the front I have my vintage book page, and then some cheesecloth, an aqua, kind of a light pale aqua colored cheesecloth. And I've got pretty lace on the spine. I found that lace at Hobby Lobby, but it looks very vintage. So anyway, these I just feel really good in the hand, perfect little size, but it's pretty chunky inside. I do like to fill mine up, but I also, although they're highly embellished, I do like to make sure there's lots of journaling space in them. So I do have my seam binding double ribbon on each side. It's actually is up under the picture, so it's not going anywhere. So I'm going to set this one to the side. So when you open it up, you'll have your little booklet that I made, and we have our little pocket right there. And then I just sewed it like a little signature, did some collaging, sewed around everything, and then you have a sweet little pocket there, and then I've got some calendar page, coffee dyed paper, and some grid paper, and just made a fun, cute little booklet. Okay, there's another pocket in the back as well, and I just kind of opened it in half and put half under that little pocket tuck there. So this was a really pretty kit, and if you love birds and pretty images and flowers, you will not be disappointed. I'll put Andrea's information below. That's another beautiful background page that she had. Pretty little bird there. This is a little pocket and a tag that comes out. I put some tassel trim. I sell that in my shop in a couple of colors, several colors. So check that out if you like that. I'm using some of my planner pages that I've not used from the past. So I thought that was a really good use for that. All my images, everything's been sewn around and backed with coffee dye paper for sturdiness. I've done some stamping and stenciling and edge punching. This flips up for a little flip up pocket. Got some bubble trim there. You can put a picture here. Another pretty image. Little corner tuck. This is one of her little booklets, so I just, did some stenciling in it and edged around it with Tim Holtz aging, and like I said, I've got some stamping there. This opens up. I have a quote here. I used my washi tape, which was neat. I'm trying to use my washi tapes when I can. In order to see birds, it is necessary to become a part of the silence. That's a quote by Robert Lind. So I used one of her elements, put a little bit of crochet lace there, and one of her elements as a tuck. I like that quote. Isn't that pretty? Pretty little birds with his pinks and greens there. So my usual coffee dyed papers, and then I use pattern papers to bring out colors in the kit. This is a little pocket I've got decorated with a doily. I have one of my wordy birds. I've done a video on this. I'll link it below on how I made that, so that's fun. And then I have my little extra paper there for journaling, and one of the elements in the kit. She's got lots of elements in the kit, and I actually just kind of tucked this under also the little bird while I put that. So I kind of wanted my bird to be sitting at the top of that pocket, like he's sitting in the pocket too. So those were a lot of fun to make, so check out my video on that as well. I did some decoupaging on a glassine bag, and you know, you can put some things in there. Here's one of my little calendar pages, and I just put one of her elements, teeny tiny elements there. I did shrink this, obviously this kit has been shrunk down because I made it smaller. Not only do I like this size, I really love the smaller sizes. Easy to carry around with you. That's so pretty. Love those birds. I also did a video of my pocket pages, and I will link that below as to how I created this. But in basically what you're getting when you make it is you make it to where one side is a pocket, and then the other side gives you, from that same paper, 2 pieces of pages so that you can journal on those. So I have a tag that I made from her kit, just from her papers. I actually cut that and made that. And then I did a guest check, which was fun to collage on. I have these guest checks in my shop. They're very thin, but by the time you put your coffee dye paper on them, I just love, they actually have the perfect thickness to them, and so I really do love them. They also would be good for collaging onto things. Also, collage the guest check onto something. Got like a little rose tab up there on that pretty tag from her kit. Pretty little tag there that you can journal on the back. Flip out. Pretty image there. She's got a ledger and lines. You can journal on that too. I love her roses, but I love that. And I used her tickets for a belly band there, and then another quote here. I have "Be as a bird perched on a frail branch that she feels bending beneath her. Still, she sings away all the same, knowing she has wings." Victor Hugo. And this is a little journaling spot there with that quote. More feathers here, more journaling. Made a little tag out of my extra paper, did some stamping, graph paper on the back. Here's a little journal spot as well. That was from an offcut of one of Andrea's pages. And look at those pretty little sweet birds right there. Did some stenciling. And here's the center of my signature, and I have another little quote. I think we consider too much the good luck of the early bird and not enough of the bad luck of the early worm. Franklin D. Roosevelt. So then I took one of her little pocket elements and just kept them together and made a little pocket for the center of the signature. And here is one of her lovely envelopes there that I just folded over that page. One of her little tucks and tags. So put that there. I did a video of this as well. This was my little collage bird cluster corner tuck. And you can put your bird in there and like glue him in, but I used some of the elements in her in this kit to create this collage. I've got my doily, some lacy part of the doily underneath, and then my little stamped bird, and I just thought I would tuck him in between and that would be cute, but I kind of liked him kind of being able to come out. But this does open up in a Rita Donnelly flip, and it's a tuck there. And I did a bingo card here for extra journaling and ran some trim, and then made a little, that was one of her background pages, and made a little journaling spot there. I do have that trim in my shop, lots of trims in my shop, so please take a peek if you're looking for some things for your journals. Stamping, and there's the other 2 sides of the pages, and I put little tabs that she had in her kit, which are fun. Tabs are always fun. I won't take that off, but that's, well, I will take it off because you can see the background page also. And then that pretty tag there, or card, journaling card, I should say. And then I did stamp a little blue bird and colored him up. That was fun. And then you've got extra journaling there. This is an element in Andrea's kit, so a little washi tape there. Here's another little pocket, and it says, use what talents you have. The woods would have little music if no birds sang there. Excuse me, if no birds sang their song except those who sang best. That's from Reverend Oliver G. Wilson. I made a little tag, or a little journal spot, I should say, out of some of Andrea's paper and then out of my pattern paper. And I've got my little doily lace there, or the lacy part of a paper doily, and I sell those in my shop. And then I have that beautiful little journal spot with her journal card I made. Love that. Whoops, got bent. And this is my little flip out there. And I have my overlay here, so you can take this off and journal all inside that. And then you have one of our elements. These were already together, and so I just cut them up, and you have a little journaling spot there. And then I have a little tag here that I made. I'd had some extra paint on my table, so I just dabbed yellows and teals onto this tag and then stamped a little bird. Have the words from little word stickers from Tim Holtz that says, "Don't forget to fly." And then I did some stenciling on the back. And I did a little fun edge, you know, with a pen, little design. And then here's some extra paper for little small bits of journaling. This flips up as well for journaling. So I'm going to put this back over. I love this paper with that coffee stain on it. I love it when you get little fun little drips and splotches of the coffee dyed papers that you do. And then on the back, I did a video of making these little tags from scraps, the little strips that you have left over when you're trimming your papers. And so I didn't want them to go to waste, and so I made little collage tags there, and then, or Franken tags, whatever you want to call them. Got some stenciling on the back, and then I used one of Andrea's elements there. Cute little elements. And then my little library card, and that little tuck. Here's another pretty little tag that she has, and I used some trims out of my shop, and then I did some little ruffling of the sari silk, and I have that as a little tuck there. Here on the back, I have a little tuck, corner tuck up here that I used with some just torn little pattern paper, torn paper from her kit, did some stamping, and then I made this fun little mixed media tag, and it does have some texture paste on it for some fun. I've got my little stamped bird there. I have a feather here, and then the bird is like a little tuck for my other quote, where you can do some more journaling there. And it says, "Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tunes without the words and never stops at all." That's by Emily Dickinson. A very, very famous quote. And I just have the feather in there kind of glued towards the end, and that way this can have some movement and also kind of wrap up around that quote. And I've got some fun fibers and trims on the end of it. So that just tucks there. And then there you have that. And this is an element also in her wonderful kit. I've got a little cheesecloth underneath it. I thought that was fun. And then that's the back. And then here's you an extra little pocket in the back. So that's that one. And like I say, it's basically, they are basically the same, but I will flip through this one as well. Since they do have two different covers, there are some very, very slight differences. Like there's a different image on this little booklet, but the booklet is all the same. This one has this little tuck in it, or that little journal card in it there. And let's see what we have. That's the same. This might be a different image. This flips up. Different paper there, I think. A bubble trim. I think this one, the little corner tuck is on the top, and the other one. So just little small differences. You have that same tuck there. I think I have this going in a different direction. Different little bird. And, you know, that's my little folded up piece of paper for journaling. Isn't he fun? My little wordy bird. Different collage here, but still the little glassine bag. And then I think on the other one there is a gray corner tuck, and this one's a pocket. So just like I say, just little small differences, very subtle, but they are very much the same. But they're still unique with a little bit of changes and stuff. So there's that little tag there. And then my guest check, I did a little different collaging from that napkin. It's the same napkin, but just a different part of it. So that makes it unique. Pretty. And that quote there. And this little flip out. Those little tags there, and that pretty pocket. That same quote, got that in the middle of the signature. This is a different envelope, I believe. That's pretty. Did a little tree stamp there, and that is one of those little sets that she has in the kit. The little tuck spot and the tag. Here's my little bingo and my paper and my little bird collage tuck there with her elements. Bingo card up there and a little, I like those little flashcard type things. A little bird stamp and the pretty papers there. That image. A little tuck there with my stamped bird. These guys, same quote there. This one, this is only a little different in that it opens that way instead of flipping up that way. So like I say, they're both unique. They just have very slight differences. This one is a little different here. It says always take the scenic route, but it still has a little bird with a crown, and I still use my paint and my stencils on it. And another little collage tag that I had there, my library card, little tuck. This little tuck tag I made from her paper. This one has little heart cutouts at the bottom. I didn't want to not use that paper, and I had punched those little hearts out from something else, but I just thought it was cute. And there's my other collage tag that I have with my another little bird quote there. And my planner paper. And that little collage corner there. And the pocket in the back. And there you have it. Okay? My beautiful birds. Design team project for Artymaze. These will be listed in my Etsy shop. And I hope that you like these, and I just hope everyone is having a great day, and hope you have a good evening, and we'll be seeing you soon. Bye.